Hello, hello. I am currently still eating lunch. This is going to be one of my only meals for today. I indulged myself. I decided to buy a burger instead of just having chicken and rice. I'm buying a burger. Unfortunately, I couldn't buy like an expensive burger from like a local burger joint. I just had to buy something from fast food. Fast food is thankfully still relatively cheap here in the Philippines. It's not as cheap as just buying a rice meal from a mom and pop store, but it's relatively cheap. Chicken and rice with salsa, beans, and cheese and stuff. That is significantly more extravagant than what I was talking about. When I say chicken and rice, I mean quite literally unbreaded fried chicken with plain rice and nothing else. Right now, I'm eating a Burger King burger because Burger King is one of the few fast food restaurants that sells their burgers with stuff like tomatoes and onions. You also overate today, hooray. I'm continuing to overeat by eating cheese that I don't need to eat. Just cheese? Like just cheese? What is that? Like the string cheese or whatever it's called? The snack food that... Cheese blocks cut up into sticks. Damn, that does sound good. It's not string cheese. Okay. That does sound good though. Like a block of cheese cut up into sticks. Oh yeah, regarding last week's nobody else in your real life know that you like those a ton. Oh yeah, regarding last week's artworks, here are Blue Studios OCs. So this character, I refined it to be easier to turn into a 128 by 128 sprite. No, that's not the one. She looks good. And the other character, Jean, looks like this. I need to eat them all because I touched them and I don't want them to go bad. I still need to. This is still a sketch. I need to. I believe that's 10 pixels. I'm gonna need a 10 pixel brush for this one. Yeah, a 5 pixel brush. Yeah. And this one, this is soft shading now. Okay, I kind of understand now why all of my classmates, when they were eating lunch, they always took forever. It's because they were talking while they were eating. Normally it takes me like less than 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes to finish a burger. It's been 7. Take a drink of my water and then I'll begin. Okay, we're good. Let's start drawing. Okay, next on the list is the cloth, right? I don't need to do anything for the hair anymore, right? Nope. Okay. Actually, it might be easier if I isolate each individual part. There we go. Penny Fizzy Soda says, just stopping by to say hi and drop a like. Prove that I didn't disappear for months this time. Glad to see you again. Glad to see you again, Finn. As you can see, I am drawing an old man. Not that old. This guy's in his 30s, but compared to most of the characters that I draw, he's pretty old. He's pretty old, he says about a character in his 30s. He's not even... he's barely middle-aged. That's an issue. Let me fix that. Oh. That could be an issue. How do I... Ah, right. Shadows. Okay, there we go. I have a question. Have you ever watched or read Apothecary Diaries? It seems like my style. I have not read or watched it, but yes, I am aware of it, and it does seem like my style. I've been saving watching it for a rainy day. I've been keeping myself from watching a lot of stories for a rainy day. Like, when I say a rainy day, I mean a day where I cannot work. So, a day where I cannot work. So I kind of just have to sit still and do things and do nothing. Aren't I almost 30? 30? Yes, I am 29. Okay, this guy is not old because he's 30. I will be old when I'm 30. Because I am uniquely aged. I am uniquely aged and infirm. Which means the ravages of time affect me greater than this Chinese war hero. 29 and 11 months. Border between child and elderly. Valid as hell. I've been having to put off cosplay and fursuit and art comms because of my psychology classes. Putting off art comms is a dangerous game, my friend. Like, I shan't judge you because I've done that too, but just be careful. Just be careful. It's okay, it's not my job. I only do it for friends and people I know. Alrighty. Man, I wish I didn't do this step. I wish I could still accept the fact that I wish my standards weren't such that I wish my standards weren't such that I now magic wand select all of the individual pieces of the art to do soft shading on. It was so much easier when I just selected the whole thing. But it looks better like this. And my standards will not allow me to make it look worse. Not when it's being paid for. If I didn't tell you my actual job is modeling and working for the local bookstore. If that didn't tell you I'm queer, I don't know what would. I don't know, friend. That doesn't sound like an inherently queer thing. Like, I think the only inherently queer thing is loving. I think the only inherently queer thing is loving someone is not being straight. I think that's the only inherently queer thing. Not being straight and not being cis. Like, it's really hard to not be queer when you are not straight or cis. Like, I don't really believe in... I'm a trans poly man who works at a local bookstore. My siblings tease me and say that my life is out of a rom-com. To be fair, the life of a rom-com might be idealized, but there is some manner of truth to to romantic comedies. Okay, I guess the rope socks. This should be easy because I don't need... Oh, no. Okay. I understand. Make that white. All of that white. Okay, so I know I'm very evil, but I do have to leave because I'm trying to lock in and do art fight this year. Good luck on your art. Take care. I know I'm evil, but I have to leave. That is a goodbye of all time. Very clean. Of the many goodbyes I've heard, that is in fact a goodbye of all time. The hilarious thing about this is that I'm pretty sure that most people aren't even going to notice these little details that I'm drawing. So this could be a waste of time. Or it might not be. I'm not sure. What's next? Where is the metal? I should clean this up a little. That's leather, not metal. Oops. Turn that off. Okay, if that's not leather, that means that's rope. Okay, this is infuriating. Oh, that's why. It's still on Protect Alpha. That's why it wasn't working. Where's the rope? Okay, now that that's done, airbrush. Part of me is wondering if maybe I should have started with the character on the thumbnail. The Tiefling OC. Checking some things. Could crit viewers one, of course. Alright, back to work. I told this story. I told this story on social media already, but recently I believe I accidentally walked into a door. I've been walking into doors a lot over the years. And it's a big issue for me because I wear glasses. Yeah, my glasses died. Exactly. Hello, I was telling a story. So, over the years, I've been walking into doors, tripping on stairs, falling asleep with my glasses on. It's eventually resulted in a few days ago my glasses breaking off. Like, there's a hinge that connects the arm to one of my glasses. A hinge that connects the arm of my glasses to the frame, and that, not the hinge itself. If the hinge itself got broken, I could fix that, but no, it's the plastic. It's the plastic nub that connects the hinge to the frame. So, I couldn't put on my glasses anymore. Technically, I could. Like, it still had the one arm of the glasses. I could just wear one on one ear and have the rest of the glasses just sit on my nose. The problem is because of how I keep tripping and walking into stuff and falling asleep in my glasses on. The little pads that are supposed to keep my glasses suspended above my nose. Yeah, those didn't exist anymore. So so the rims of my glasses frames were digging into the bridge of my nose in ways that were uncomfortable. And when with the arm removed, it became even more uncomfortable. So I set out to the local grocery store to look for super glue. Unfortunately, the super glue was out of stock in all of the local grocery stores. So I either had to go to a big box store. either have to go to a big box store, like in a mall, in downtown, or a dedicated grocery store that's like really big. And the commute there would, let's say it would take, if I was going to commute there, I would have to do actual groceries instead of just going out to buy what is it called, super glue. So I also considered going online and just having super glue delivered, but I live in the Philippines, okay, so we don't have same day delivery. The soonest something can be delivered is like 2 or 3 days. So that was a bust. So like I could wait, but I didn't want. I could have waited, but I didn't want to. So I didn't want to. So I just teeth sucks. I didn't want to. So I went to my local optometrist, which is like maybe a block away from my house. So I walked over there. This is the same optometrist that got me where I bought these glasses in the first place. Wood softs. I asked them for replacement frames, and wouldn't you know it, they had replacement frames for the exact model of glasses frames that I had. So I left my broken glasses to them. They removed the lenses from mine. They removed the lenses from my old one, refitted them into the new one, and I got them back the next day. What is the quality of your glasses-less vision? I don't know. I feel like the Philippines uses a different measuring system than elsewhere. Different measuring system than elsewhere. So my right eye is 250, my left eye is 210. I don't think that's in feet. I don't think that's in feet compared to 20. It's not. It's like it's not exactly like 2020. I don't think that's not exactly how it works in the Philippines. I don't think. Like I don't think we use feet as the measurement, but I don't know what the equivalent is for not in the Philippines. What is the distance you can read a typical road sign? I stop a road sign. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, but what I will tell you is if I remove my glasses and I'm looking at like if the stream is full screen and I remove my glasses, I can no longer read the chat. Like I have I don't know how many inches this monitor is. It's at least more than 12 inches. 12 inches in width. I don't know how big this monitor is, but it's 1080p, and if I remove my glasses, yeah. That gave me a good idea. Yeah. Is there anything else that I need? Right, just the leather. Just the leather. Actually, maybe it is feet. Maybe it is measured in feet. Maybe 20 feet. Maybe 20 feet does look like it's 200 feet away to me. Like, I wouldn't know because they only give me the numbers. They don't give me they don't give me two numbers. They give me one number. They don't give me the two numbers that the Americans get. They just gave me the one number, or they told me the one number, and that's what that's what we use. Welcome, by the way. Sweets are good. Was Sweets are good one of the people who arrived during a previous request stream? I don't remember. Oh well. Okay. It has to be purple. I need now. Okay. Lit. Unlit. Move to a new folder. Lighting. Colors. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, is there more that doesn't have soft shading? Metal has soft shading, leather, cloth, teeth, skin. The wood has it, the hair has it. Okay. Let's add a mask. Bad Time Bree, welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. Okay, let's do the lighting. Okay, the bright parts are too bright. And that works all right. Oh, drawing in black and white. Late again? Up late again. Okay, 20. Oh, old man. Okay. Part of me regrets not using some sort of symmetry tool for these ears. It's probably fine though. Oh, I'm so very close to being done with this done with this commission. Well, it has been fun. Well, it has been fun to draw this commission on stream. It was it's also been really tiring. Like, I think it's partially because I don't really draw old men very much. I keep saying old man. He's not that old, but like he doesn't even have gray hair. But like, I'm not used to drawing adult men. And when I do draw adult men, they're usually like, usually like ooh. They're like ooh small beans. They're like little puppies. This guy is less of a puppy, but still quite dog-like. Golden retriever energy. It's sometimes ripped men. Okay, but those ripped men look young. They don't look old. Also, those ripped men were naked. They weren't wearing fancy clothes. The fancy clothes is the issue. The fancy clothes is what makes this hard. Like, this is not more fancy than anything I've drawn for Toho. However, it's on the frame of a man, and there's like foreshortening. The guy's holding a weapon. The guy has a sling on his arm. A lot of things converged on this particular design to make it more difficult to me, more difficult than I expected. Not that I'm complaining. It's like I definitely prefer this over like anime the anime waifu of the month. That's just the lack of a better term. Like I'd prefer drawing this over the anime waifu of the month. Actually, would I? Would I prefer drawing this over the anime waifu of the month? Like, intellectually, I think I would. But if I ever actually get commissioned to draw an anime, the anime waifu of the month, would I do it? Actually, what am I saying? I already know that I would have done it. I drew Friede looking up. Like, and I wouldn't call Friede a waifu. I'm sure people do consider her their waifu, but like I wouldn't call Friede a waifu because Frieren's main appeal is not the fact that she's sexy. Like, like Frieren's main appeal is not the fact that she's sexy, so I don't think I can call her waifu of the month. Then again, are there waifus of the month who are not sexy? Like, it's hard to say because like pretty much everyone in anime is like conventionally attractive. Like even the characters you would traditionally call ugly, like even the characters who the source material would call ugly, or some manner of undesirable, like say Hex Maniac from Pokemon. People mostly just make her more sexy. People change her character design so she looks more sexy. I guess there's Kikuri Hiroi from Buchi the Rock, but she's also like... But the problem is that I also know people in real life who are in fact attracted to that specific type of person. I guess it's more a matter of whether they're conventionally attractive or not. And for most people, alcoholism is not a deal breaker. Apologies for rambling. My mind is kind of like autopiloting through this sequence, and I'm like starting to think of weird things. You love your tangents. The tangents are why you're here. Okay. All of this is in shadow. That was easy. What else? This isn't in shadow, but this should be. Start here. I'm gonna have to re-add some more shadows to this once I draw the arm, draw the shadows on the arm. Okay. I don't want to do the shadows on the armor yet. I guess I'm drawing the shadows on the arm. I gotta go for a bit. I'm paying the digestive consequences of eating a block of cheese near midnight. Ooh. That definitely does not sound good. I do wonder. Are you like... I'm gonna have to ask... I'm gonna have to ask Tenshit when he comes back if he's lactose intolerant. Very lactose intolerant. Okay, gotcha. You're very lactose intolerant, and I assume the... what was it? The lactate you weren't able to drink some lactate pills. What was it? The specific type of pills that gives you the enzyme to break down lactose. I'm not very, it's just noticeable to other people. Look, man, any amount of disability is noticeable to people. They will notice it in ways and always dog on you about it. It's infuriating, but you kind of just have to live with it. And yes, I am counting being lactose intolerant as a disability. I don't feel pain or aching usually per se, but other people pay for what I eat. I'm going to assume it's the gas. Oh, of course. The specific way you phrased it, it couldn't have been anything else. Especially considering that you did in fact have to go to the bathroom for eating cheese. Okay, this has to be in shadow. What else has to be in shadow? Oh, I don't want to do the beard. Okay, piece by piece. Okay, this one is definitely gonna need the colors. What notification is this? Ah, great. Unsolicited advertisements. Joy. Actually, all advertisements are unsolicited. I don't know why I made that distinction. We love ads. Yeah. So some ads are fine. Some ads are funny. Most aren't. Okay, hide the colors. If all of those are in shadow, does it look good? Kind of. It's better than when it didn't have shadows, at least. What did I name this song again? I'll check it later. Okay, fill all of this with shadow. Okay, select these off the top. Excellent. There's more. No, there isn't. Okay, time to blur. No, secondary lighting. Like this. Yeah. Oh yeah. Probably should have mentioned this, but I remember complaining over the weekend about my house flooding. The flood went down relatively quickly. I didn't even need to bail water. However, it did result in, for whatever reason, a bunch of the rats infesting the house suddenly deciding to start showing up outside of their hidey holes. I get the sense that their hidey holes were someplace that flooded, and now they can no longer stay there. Maybe because of the maybe because of water damage, maybe because of some other reason that I'm not privy to. Either way, your house flooded? Yeah, it happens fairly regularly to me. Like every year we have a rainy season here in the Philippines, and during the rainy season my house tends to flood a lot. It's sort of something that I've gotten used to at this point. Not really that big of a deal. It's sometimes a big deal. Sometimes it's a big deal because it gets so flooded that I need to bail water, and bailing water often results in me getting sick and not being able to work. And being able to work is what being able to work is required if I want to eat. Sometimes I don't want to eat, but like I do need to eat is the thing. Welcome back to the stream. I was just mentioning that like over the weekend my house flooded again. It's the usual thing. But I was mentioning that because of the flooding, for some reason the rats that normally hide, that are normally hiding in the house, started showing up. Like they for some reason they stopped hiding after the flood, and now I have to deal with rats scurrying about in the darkness. It's infuriating. The least of not because of the rats themselves, but because they like to knock things over. And the cats and our cats do nothing to stop the rats. That's the most infuriating part. We used to have a cat that liked hunting rats. That cat is the mother of the current cats that live in our house. That cat is the mother of the current cats that live in our house. That mother is no longer alive, and all of her children are absolutely terrible. Like, they have no idea how to hunt rats. They will look. Sometimes a rat will literally walk past them, and they will just look at the rat, and then look at me as if they want me to take care of the rat. Like, they will look at me pointedly. It is like, are you gonna do anything? Buddy, I should ask you that. You're the natural predator of those rats. Why don't you do something? And then they're just gonna look at me cutely and like, meow. And I just have to throw my hands up. I guess we'll do nothing. Zillennial in cat years. Unemployed cats. Oh, cats are by default unemployed. Like, if they live in a household and don't hunt, they are by default unemployed. If they're not hunting animals, they are unemployed. They are living. The economy is so bad, not even cats want to work. Okay. Okay, now I need to do I need to soften some of these because they are curved surfaces. One of the most infuriating parts about these rats is that they sound, when they scurry around, they sound like someone approaching my door from the outside. I end up always thinking that one of the people I live with is like entering my room to like ask me something, so I check my door, but no, it's no one, it's just the rats. It's infuriating. How big are the rats? The rats are... Okay, so... So if the cat is... So if our cat is about... If our cat is about this big... The rat is about this big. A little bit bigger. Still well within our... It's like still well within the range of our cats being able to deal with them, but they just don't deal with them, and it's... Oh, all right. I need to do shadows on these things. Okay. I guess we're doing this. Here we go. What are we doing here? As is stated in the title of my stream, I am doing art commissions. And you can also read the thing on the left side of the screen that says my to-do list. Yeah, do you happen to have a long-lost uncle that lives in your walls that can talk to rats? Okay, here's the thing. Our walls are not thick enough for rats. Thick enough for a human person to be inside of. Our walls are not thick enough for a human person to be inside of. Unless you mean like it doesn't have to be human, in which case I don't know. Like if it's not a human, then I don't consider it an uncle. Ah, it's a pop culture reference. Gotcha. I don't know what movie that's from. Encanto. Okay. What is Encanto? Disney movie from 2020, I think? Huh. Alrighty. A pandemic movie. Is it like 2D? What am I kidding? Disney hasn't made a 2D movie in years. It's probably a 3D movie. It's a 3D CG movie. Gotcha. Why would I ask if Disney made a 2D movie in the 2020s? When was the last 2D animated Disney movie? I think it was Princess and the Frog. I haven't watched that movie either. What kind of art do I do? Well, as you can see, this is like an anime guy. He's got a beard. And the thumbnail is this girl. She's a tiefling. She's a tiefling rogue for a D&D character for someone. It's mostly anime characters, to be honest. Like sometimes I do backgrounds. Winnie the Pooh 2011 was the last 2D Disney movie. Fascinating. Lesbian anime girls art, mostly. Okay, here's the thing. Like, I mostly draw Toho characters. It's not actually confirmed that all of the Toho characters are lesbians. It's not even confirmed if the Toho characters are interested in romance or sex. Like as far as I can tell, Toho characters are ace. Like if we're just taking canon into account, Toho characters are ace. It's a trope that... It is a trope that all of the Toho girls are gay. Which is enough for the fandom to stick to it. Yeah, that's true. And most of fandom doesn't even... don't care about canon. So... Oh well. Okay, now I do... Some parts don't need... I don't need to bother blurring some parts. Some parts I do. What art app am I using? This is a Medibang Paint. I'm not sure if it's readable, but it says right here. A lot of questions that can be answered by looking on the screen. Sometimes I do wonder why I bother having a to-do list when people don't read them. Part of the reason... Like, I often forget to update my to-do list, and the fact that people don't read them is part of the reason. There are like a handful of characters that have been confirmed to have a husband at some point, but fans also don't care about that. Yeah, that's true. Also, having a husband at some point does not prevent someone... I think it's like making small talk. Gotcha. But yeah, having a husband does not prevent prevent a woman from also being attracted to women. However, there's no however. I lost my train of thought, so I'm just gonna end that there. Okay. Let's add the highlights. Highlights. It does not prevent that, but the fandom does not care about those relationships still. That's true. What is your inspiration for making art as a streamer? Inspiration is a hard thing to say. Like, I mostly just wing it. Like, originally, what made me decide to start streaming art? Okay, the reason I started streaming art because I wasn't getting any art done off stream, and it was pissing me off. So I needed a way to force myself to actually finish the artworks that I was working on. Where is it? youtube.com/@Redler Red7/streams. So the first art stream that I did was... Okay, first art stream was that. The first art stream I did where I actually... Where I started regularly doing art streams. Okay, it's this one. This was a commission stream, I believe. Yeah, I was working on a commission. Meme redraw commission. There it is. That's so smart, like Loki. Forcing myself to finish my artworks using the stream. Yeah. Must really be fun doing art while talking to viewers. Sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's distracting. It really depends on who the viewers are. For the most part, my viewers have been good to me. Like, hear that, guys? You've been good to me. I'm quite happy with you. You guys make me... I like you people. Wrong. Save. Come on. Oh my goodness. There it is. Flamey goes by cat. Flamey, how did you find me, by the way? Like, is this someone I know? Question mark? Yay, we're likable, indeed. Are you someone I know? Because I do know a Flamey, but they use a different spelling for Flamey. I'm just watching for fun. We don't know each other, alas. I only ask because I know a Flamey. But yeah, draw anime characters for mostly for fun. But when I'm paid to draw them, I kind of... I don't know what it is about these last few months, but I've had to resort to streaming my commissions more and more compared to last year. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's burnout. I'm not sure. Like, it could be burnout because I did draw like over 250 artworks last year. Not in and that's just the safer work art. I'm trying to draw a scene where you don't understand lighting is so fun. Totally isn't me right now. I'm very glad that lighting is one of the first things that I learned. It's a bit to my detriment because I learned it before I learned anatomy. And even then, I only know the basics of anatomy. I wish I was as good at drawing as you are. All it takes is practice. It takes practice, but it also takes like... No, I'm pretty sure it's just practice. Like, I started doing these streams regularly in 2024. No. I started doing artwork for a living in 2023, and my artwork back then isn't nearly as good as it is now. But the fact that but the fact that I was drawing nearly every day made me improve significantly more than I used to. I just slap shadows in places and look back and go, looks, that's about right, and move on. And my anatomy has gotten much better. I'm glad for you, Bad Time Bree. I remember artwork I did like nearly 10 years ago. I remember an issue people had with it where like the size of the cheeks, because I made the cheeks really puffed out, very pinchable. I like the look of them. I kind of still like the look of them, but I don't want to draw them like that. Do I have any examples? I think I do. Let me just real quick. Not YouTube. There it is. Look at those thick pinchable cheeks. When did I draw this? August of 2019. Not quite 10 years. Long time though. My friend taught me a great tip for grabbing just about any pose from a reference without tracing. It'll let me improve my sighting. To be honest, tracing over a reference is still valid. Not tracing helps you improve, but I think tracing over a specific types of reference is still fine. Like, I believe it's called rotoscoping. Like for animation, it's called rotoscoping. Ooh, that's pretty. For bodies in general, she took an anatomy class, so I just follow her advice. Yes. That's also a good way to do it. Have a friend of yours learn it and just mooch off of her learning. To be honest, that's exactly what I did back in the day to improve. Like back when I was in high school, I had a friend who is much better at art than I was, and that friend is the one that taught me how to do art back in taught me how to do some of the more advanced stuff that I used to do. I'm self-taught in art and my friends are teachers. Very clean. I don't trace references, but I trace hands, which I guess is tracing reference to some extent. Yep. That is indeed tracing. I would count that as tracing, but like I think most people are fine with like tracing over a hand. Like if you take a picture of a hand and then trace over it, I'm sure most people wouldn't consider that tracing. Most people, when they think tracing, they think taking a finished artwork and just drawing over it and then posting it as your own. And yes, I suppose that is in fact tracing, but like tracing can be other things. Tracing can be good. Hands, I'm actually quite confident in drawing without references and tracing. Same. My issues nowadays is like feet. I hate drawing feet. Feet are constructed in such a way that the feet are constructed weirdly and I hate it. I still don't. I trace hands to get it over with. I think I can consistently draw them given enough retrying though. Oh, my characters don't even have feet. I just give them huge shoes like Bratz dolls. Yeah, I remember when I used to do that. I still do that to some extent. I just sometimes drawing the feet is necessary. Like, I would certainly prefer drawing a character barefoot than drawing them with socks in socks without shoes. Oh, Zun. Like, I double checked a bunch of Zun's artwork in the early Toho games, even back when he, even when he started drawing characters with shoes. There are some characters where he would still draw them with socks without shoes. I think he just likes socks without shoes. Loose socks is even easier than shoes. Correct. I just don't like the way they look. They upset me. In real life, I wear big platform shoes, so I did that for my characters. In real life, I don't really wear shoes. I wear, like, I don't go outside enough, so I'm mostly wearing my indoor slippers. What are they called? They're called flip-flops. They're called flip-flops outside of... I guess they are called slippers elsewhere. They're just... They are called slippers elsewhere as well. It's just we call everything slippers here. They're not just the kind that you wear to bed and stuff. My style is goth. I have huge shoes. I wish wearing goth shoes was easier to do in the Philippines. Being goth in the Philippines means wearing all black and a lot of layers in the middle of like 30-degree weather. 30 degrees. How hot is 30 degrees in 30 C to F? 86 degree weather. Often it's 86-degree weather, and it's often like it's often like 50% humidity or higher. Sounds torturous. Yeah, there is a reason I have never met any goths in the Philippines. Although part of the one of the other reasons is because I don't go out much. So even if there were goths, even if there were goths in my neighborhood, I wouldn't know because I don't go out enough to be able to notice them. It's 90F here and I still pull it off. That's true. Like, if you can do it where it's 90 degrees, it's probably fine. Just wear the flowy stuff. What does flowy goth look like? I'm gonna research that after. I'm gonna research that later. That sounds interesting. Let me save this. Let me take a screenshot. Okay, where is my commissioner? Finished this on stream. It's an M. It's not an M. Finish this on stream. Thoughts? Any changes? Necessary? Question mark. Send. Okay, time to work on the artwork that's on the stream thumbnail. I need to do line art for this one. By the way, nobody in DDC and beyond wears socks without shoes, excluding LOLK. I hope you know. Excluding LOLK. What? Couldn't you have just said after LOLK? Because LOLK is after DDC. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Seiran doesn't wear shoes. Take a drink. Remember to keep hydrated. I have to include DDC for the socklessness. Gotcha. Flowy goth stuff is stuff like sundresses, maxi dresses with lace skirts. I have vintage halter top inspired by a dress, halter top inspired dress that I adore. Nice. Sagume and Doremei also wear socks without shoes. Huh. Doremei I kind of get. Like, she's supposed to look like she's wearing... What's the word for it? The sleepwear? The old-timey sleepwear. The one with the pointy cap. They're not pajamas. Actually, they could be called pajamas. It's hard to say. Not Sagume. Yeah, I remember Sagume having boots. Doremi, I can remember. Doremi, I'm not really sure if she had shoes or not. Like, if I remember correctly, it was it might have been a situation similar to Mei Ling in EOSD, where I wasn't actually sure if she was wearing shoes or not. Sagume just has very sock-like looking shoes. Doremi has white socks on. Straight up just socks. What was the first artwork I drew of Doremi? I remember... I think it was in 2023? 23, right? No, it wasn't in 2023. It was in 24. There it is. Yeah, those are straight up just socks. Huh. I should mention that I don't go all out like other goths do. I'm very much toned down, but that's because of my family. Understandable. I think I did a Christmas thing for Doremi as well. Alright, this one. And I made them shoes in this one. Fascinating. I actually cannot tell if Sagume is wearing socks or not. Maybe they aren't socks then. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they were boots, not socks. I could be wrong though. So, I'm glad you're checking. They're too short to be boots. Gotcha. So I guess that's just fan art that I'm thinking of. Just a note, if it goes over the ankle, I consider them boots. They're too short to be boots. They don't really have a sole shape. Then I guess they're socks. They're like short booties. Booty. Or slightly long socks. Oh no, respite for daybreak. They're long enough to cover the ankle. Nothing above it. Those are socks. Or if they're not socks, they're boots. I would consider those boots. Take a drink. Move the chair a little bit so that I have a slightly different sitting position and not hurting my back by sitting in the same position for how long has it been? 2.5 hours. Zun drew the soul shape as defined blobs, which is why I can't tell. As undefined blobs. Zun does do that a lot, doesn't he? Oh, right. I also have like a bunch of artworks from the previous request stream that I need to finish. This is gonna be unfortunate because I really wanted to start drawing every 10 Desires character at the start of July, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. It might have to be in the middle of July at this rate because I keep getting commissions back to back. It's a good problem to have, but it also means that I have to push back my personal projects. Also, if you count stockings without shoes as that, clown piece counts. Correct. Totally random, but I've been drawing while watching and I remembered something really funny that happened to me as a kid. Sorry, and you're welcome. Yeah, tin sheet, commission me again. I'm excited to draw that. I might draw that on stream. Maybe next week. Although, I might also next week I might also do like drawing the artworks from previous request streams that I never finished. How many from the previous? I finished Ron and Tails. I finished Technoblade. Chasing down that Skylanders character, and I did Vlapa the Blocks OCs. So I have some Minecraft YouTubers, Connor from Detroit Become Human, and Tin Sheet's request of the train station from Hifu. So those ones are gonna be interesting. So your story is that you, as a kid, you entered into an art contest and you won. Your art teacher congratulated someone else in front of you. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Did he not know you won as well, or did he not like you? Never attribute to malice what you can attribute to incompetence or human error. I think he just made a mistake. She wasn't even at the event. She congratulated someone the next day and wasn't even nominated. Like, girl. I genuinely think she just didn't know. And just like... Probably just listening to... probably just heard it on the grapevine in the middle of the staff room. And heard the wrong name. He's probably got confused. It is kind of rude. She had no faith in me. It was so strange. I'm sure it was. Was it awkward for the person she congratulated in front of you? Was it also awkward for her? She had the class clap for them. Oh no. Mortified. You were modified. She right-clicked and edited you. Yes, modified. The student she congratulated was just as embarrassed. Was anyone able to correct her? Or did she just have to live with that? Did you all just have to live with the teacher not knowing? Damn it, autocorrect. I understood you just fine. It's just really funny imagining someone right-clicking you and clicking edit. The student had to awkwardly tell her in front of everyone that she didn't win. Oh no, that's even worse! Oh no! She went oh and then moved on. Oh no! Oh no! That is so much worse! Oh no! Not gonna lie, I think it's worse for the student that got falsely applauded. It lives in my mind rent-free after all these years. Rent-free. Have that lisp over there. Have the LR lisp. It was in 7th grade. Being given false credit and having to disappoint others with the truth is worse than not being given credit initially, in my opinion. I agree with that, but it also depends, because for some people, being given false credit is better than actually doing the work. I know people who will take the false credit and just run with it. Like if people are going to believe the lie, then they will continue peddling the lie. As long they will continue peddling the lie as long as it benefits them. I know people like that. Or at least I knew people like that. I don't know if they're still like that. It's been a long time since I met them. It's like, when was the last time I was in uni? If I remember correctly, she was quick to correct my teacher. Oh boy. Thomas Edison's for real, for real. Excuse me. I actually have a video of me winning up on YouTube. I made a video about the ordeal. Hilarious. Okay, keep going. Just keep going. Stop zooming out. Just keep working. You're never gonna get done if you you're never gonna get done if you keep looking at how little progress you've gotten. Oh, persistence without grace. You are such a stumbling song. I wish I knew how to do I wish I knew how to do weird time signatures without making it sound stumbling. Whew. Take a drink. Is it normal for art that I rush more to turn out looking better? It depends. Sometimes art that's rushed. Sometimes art that's rushed ends up looking better because you're giving yourself you're being charitable to yourself because you know you didn't put as much time and effort into it. So you're sometimes you're like mentally mentally making it so that when you think about it, you have lower standards for yourself. I've had worse things happen during my time in school. They're not nearly as funny or lighthearted. I was an awkward kid in school and always moving from town to town. Had no friends. Yikes. That is a bad combination. Being an awkward kid and also moving around a lot. My current favorite work is a rushed work looks better on than some of the art I spent a lot of time on. It's somewhat recent and I'm rapidly improving, I think. Okay, so then it's twofold. One is that you didn't spend as much time in it, so your standards are lower, and also you are rapidly improving. So it's probably both of those. I haven't told this story yet, but in the coming maybe 2 weeks from now, in 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna continue my game stream series. Like, I think my last game stream was... only 10 days ago. That's surprising. It hasn't even been 2 weeks yet. But yeah, on the 27th, I plan on doing a stream of DMC Devil May Cry, the ill-fated reboot of the DMC series that was quickly dropped, and they made they made Devil May Cry 5 like 5 years later. Was it 5 years or 6 years? I don't remember. My current work, the scene that I mentioned earlier, is a redraw of something I made in 2024. I hope it goes well, my friend. But yeah, I started playing it a bit. I started playing the reboot a bit off stream because I've already played it before, so I know all the things that happen in it, and I'm already relatively good. So I'm like debating on what difficulty to play the game on, because DMC's 2, 1, 2, and 4, I played on normal mode. But I played 3 on hard mode, which is virtually identical to normal mode. It was really disappointing. But I'm not that good at 3, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to do Dante Must Die on that one. Like, I played through the first mission on Dante Must Die, and I had a really hard time. But I imagine DMC Devil May Cry is gonna be fine. I imagine the reboot is gonna be fine. I could play it in Dante Must Die. Do I want to, though? Your artwork is going phenomenal. Trying to learn backgrounds. Ooh, backgrounds. I wouldn't say I dislike drawing backgrounds. I found drawing backgrounds tedious, like back in the day. But nowadays, I'm good enough at drawing backgrounds that it's not tedious to me anymore. And I kind of have the urge to draw backgrounds on most of my artworks, but it's mostly a matter of whether or not... nowadays, it's mostly a matter of whether or not I feel like doing it. I understand perspective, so it helps. That's about it, though. Understanding perspective is like the biggest deal. Like, where is it? There's a thing that I drew. There's a thing that I drew with a background. Like, most of my artworks nowadays... Yeah, that's fairly simple. I need something more complex. Yeah, it's the background's too distant. Background's not even visible. Background's too simple. Here we are. I did all of this just using perspective grids. Let's hide these. Yeah. It's just a bunch of grids. Trumpet Fairy for split second, indeed. I think I have one that's more... I'm pretty sure I have one that's more background-y, more detailed. Oh, right. I have a bunch of Hollow Knight artworks that's like this one. No, you can barely see the background. You can just see the statue. The backgrounds are kind of just... Where is it? I drew a thing. Where's the one that I drew for... There it is. This one. This took me 7 hours to complete. How long did this take me? Background. Desktop. There it is. It took me only 6 hours. Huh. Well, to be fair, I did already have like a sketch prepared for the stream. It's like it is in fact the thumbnail of the video. Never mind. It's fine. How many of these did I do? That's a character. Oh, I did the colors of the background. How did I do the background again? Oh, it's literally just there. And the softs are here. Oh my goodness. Yeah. 7 hours and I'm at R24 by now. Why must I be so slow? This is why I could never do commissions. Okay. That artwork took me 6 hours of work because I took no breaks. And also I've been drawing artworks on stream at that. I've been drawing artworks on stream at that point streamed 1 year ago. What? I've been drawing artworks nearly every day, twice a week on stream for several hours a day, for like multiple streams of myself drawing artwork many times. It's just practice. Holy moly, it's 4 in the morning. Yeah, do you have anything to do on this Wednesday morning? You gotta go. Okay, good. Get to bed, my friend. I probably should have encouraged you to go to bed sooner, now that I think about it. Good night. Laundry in a few hours. Na 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 na. This one I didn't draw on stream. This was from before I started streaming my artwork. Before I started this song, like I remember... Oh yeah, I did a speed paint. I did a speed paint of it. I think that was one of my latest speed paints. Ooh. So much work to do. Okay. Back to work. Took a quick look at social media while I twisting my back is not the right word for it. I tried to do a stretch. I tried to do a stretch where I did a back twist, I guess. Like on your where you twist on your chair and try to make your back make a noise. I'm gonna have to actually draw the knife now. Cut with a knife. I will be in Toronto next week, which will make the times I watch your streams less reasonable. Yikes. How is that less reasonable? How does that make it less reasonable? Oh wait, no. I understand. Like here, it becomes later for you, right? I'm suddenly remembering that 1 in the morning in California will be 4 in the morning. For a bit there, I forgot how time zones worked. If I remember correctly, the way it works is across the Atlantic, the further west, the better it is for the time my stream starts. On your side of the Atlantic, I mean. And on the other side of the Atlantic, the further east, the better the time my stream starts. Because like I'm pretty sure most people are not going to most people in Western Europe are going to be unwilling to watch my stream at 6 in the morning. Which is somehow, although somehow there are people willing to watch my stream at 2 in the morning and at 3 in the morning and at 4 in the morning. But they're usually insomniacs. They didn't wake up at 4 in the morning to watch my stream. They usually stayed up and ended up being awake at 4 in the morning. I wonder if I'll ever get like a morning person in my stream. Like even the known what is the word for it? Even the known Europeans in my stream. Like even the known Europeans in my stream are like, they are not morning persons. My stream is still not at a time that's convenient for them. California, along with the west coast of the States, is probably the best place in the mainland US to watch a Redler Red7 stream, and it's still bad. Yeah, I really wasn't... Like, when I chose this time, it was because it was convenient. It was because it was convenient for me, and I did not expect US Americans to be my primary viewing base. Like every time we have this conversation, we have this conversation every time, and I still have trouble believing it. Like, why do you people watch me in the middle of the night? Like I know for Tin Sheet is like they just like the vibes. Like, why do the other people watch me? I'd rather watch it now instead of the date when something in my schedule could get in the way. That's true. You'd rather be watching in the middle of the night than during the day where something in your schedule could get in the way. Of course. This is such a stubby crossguard, but the blade is so wide as well. Oh, I didn't draw the smirk. Or the eyes. When I was in Japan, I think red streams was around dinner time for me. Exactly. Well, it depends on what time you have dinner. Because, like, Japan is only an hour. Japan is only like an hour ahead of the Philippines. So you probably watched... So when you watched me, it was probably the middle or near the end of my stream. Because the start is the afternoon. It happened in the afternoon, but it went through dinner. Let's see here. It starts at 3 o'clock, and I usually go for 3 to 6 hours. By the third hour, it's 6. Yeah, it would have gone through dinner. Like, if the stream went on for like 6 hours, it would have been 9 p.m. by the time it ended for you. I might have been a longer stream. Might have been. Like, I don't know when you went to Japan. I don't remember. Like, I remember you telling me, but I don't remember. Isn't that such a... Isn't that such a cop-out? I remember the fact that you told me, but I don't remember what you told me. Hate it. (2025-04-19) stream. Really now. Original characters and then requests from chat. This artwork, yeah, this definitely went long. Was all, and me drawing this artwork. The song this artwork was for, and is also my most popular song for some reason. It's a good song, don't get me wrong, but like, why that one specifically and not any of my other songs? It's still a good song. It was a nearly 7-hour stream. Yeah. Oh man, my dinner that night was so late. I believe I got sick. I believe I got sick the day after, didn't I? Or if I didn't get sick. How am I gonna do this? Okay. There we go. Okay. I remember when I went to Yellowstone, it was during a Scarlet Weather Rhapsody character stream. I remember telling you about the flower on the sheath of Yomu's sword. Right. I did draw that during... Did I draw that during drawing every PCB character? Or was that only in... or was that detail only in the fighting games? Okay. It's either that or a different flower, because I remember I found the species of the flower, which resembled the one on the sword. It was... It... Like, the specific flower wasn't even a sakura petal. Just a specific... It was a specific type of wildflower. How do I remember that? What on earth? What on earth is my memory? Flowers? Yuka mentioned? No, we were talking about the flower that's on Yomu's sword in the in the fighting games. Like Yomu's sword sheath has a flower on attached to it. Like it might have been a different flower in the non-fighting games, but it was a specific wildflower. It was a specific type of wildflower in Scarlet Weather Rhapsody, for example. Yeah, that works. Oh, I'm starting to lose focus already. It's only been 2.5 hours. Oh, what is going on with me this year? It might just be burnout, to be honest. You also remember the specific wildflower. I don't know then. Oh, line art! My beloved! I wish I actually liked doing lineless styles more than line art. I remember the first time you drew Trumpet Fairy was when I was camping. I still watched. You got signal in the middle of... You managed to get a signal in the middle of nowhere and watched me stream drawing your OC. That is dedication. The camping spot had a signal. A lot of others were signalless. Ask Bigfoot for the big Wi-Fi password. It's big. The Wi-Fi password is Bigfoot, but the O's are all zeros and the I is a 1. The G is a 6. And the B in Bigfoot is a capital. Is it and mention the Bigfoot that the Wi-Fi password seems really easy. Bigfoot had to change. Bigfoot changed password every other day. And then you ask Bigfoot how he even gets how he even has Wi-Fi. Like, isn't he supposed to have an ID? Bigfoot have ID. And he shows Bigfoot have ID, and he shows you a picture of the ID of the he just shows you a picture of like the park ranger or something. But it's like an expired ID of a park ranger who's probably already dead. It is the ID of a park ranger who was park ranger in the 70s and died in 2002. Bigfoot not know how he pay for utility bills. They get paid somehow. It's so sad that Bigfoot can't get alcohol because he has no ID. His ID is of someone else. Oh no, Bigfoot can get alcohol. All he has to do is like scare off a bunch of kids camping out, and leave a bunch of kids camping outdoors, and they like presumably they have alcohol that they shouldn't. They're not allowed to have. They managed to smuggle into the. They have alcohol that they managed to smuggle into the park. Bigfoot would never. He's a civilized fellow. Oh no, he's going to get them. He would do it because technically they're teenagers and are not allowed to have alcohol. People they know 21 yet. What would Bigfoot do drunk? Probably run around the park while naked. He would do some streaking and people would see pictures of Bigfoot. See pictures of Bigfoot without clothes. The implication here is that Bigfoot actually wears clothes, which is why you don't normally see Bigfoot. Bigfoot wouldn't drive. Bigfoot have long legs. Bigfoot walk. Bigfoot have big feet and long legs. Bigfoot bigger than car. Bigfoot faster than car. Bigfoot just became a basement dweller. Internet came around to see, which is why we became a basement dweller when the internet arrived. That's why we never see him. Okay. Upper torso is mostly done. I just need to draw. Upper torso is mostly done. I just need to draw the ponytail. Bigfoot selfie pics on internet. How did we get here again? Right. We were talking about how Tin Sheet managed to get internet to watch me draw his internet in Yellowstone to watch me draw his original character playing the trumpet. By the way, the new OCs that you're having me draw, are they part of the Trumpet Fairy cinematic universe? Or are you gonna make a new subreddit just for them? Probably, and no new subreddit. They're just going to be part of the Trumpet Fairy cinematic universe. Gotcha. The adventures of fodder fairies. Gotcha. The adventures of fairies with no the adventures of those fairies with no name. I was thinking of giving them names like Sam and Ella. Let me actually take a look. What were the names that you gave them in that artwork? Okay, they're just called Himecut Fairy and Peppy Fairy. Sam is a name that matches Sunny, Luna, and Star. Message retracted. I mean, if they're named Salmonella together. Their main trait must be making the crappiest food for the residences they get to cook for. Sam and Ella, Salmonella. Maybe they didn't have a name until they became like Tin Sheet's commission is about fairies from the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Maybe they didn't have a name until they started working for the Scarlet Devil Mansion, and Sakuya needed to name them in order to be able to keep track of what work they have or have not done. Oh. This is fine. This is fine. We're fine. One of their name. One of their names is Salmon, and one of their names is Elastic Band. Together, they're Salmonella. My favorite fairy other than Cherno is fairy number 23. Imagine being named Elastic Band. Imagine being a werewolf and being named Shadow Wolf. Military ass name. Yeah, that does sound like a military call sign, doesn't it? I heard her nickname was Potato Salad, but then again, I don't know much about her. I've heard stories about people in the military being given the goofiest nickname. Yeah, all of the movies where people get call signs, all of those movies where people get call signs that are cool sounding, all of that's fake. People, when people get a call sign, those call signs are the goofiest shit. It's always, it's never cool sounding. It's always shit. It's always shit they did in training that people make fun of them for. That's the exact nickname I want. Sam is short for Salmonella, and Ella is short for Elastic Band. What would Ella be short for if it's not Elastic Band? And what would the reason be for them for her to be called Elastic Band? The fairies being given military type names should be canon. The fairy maids. Ooh, the fairy that I drew back in 2025. What was it again? Where is it? No, it wasn't 2025. It was 2024. Where is it? It was one of these fairy maids. Like this one, this fairy maid that Flan accidentally cinched the wings of. What should her name be? Is there a type of yokai that's always that sounds like a crying baby? What is her personality? Crybaby. Childish crybaby. Always willing to play, but always gets hurt a lot. Very, very clumsy. Oh, someone prone to accidents. What should I name her? Like, what should I name someone prone to accidents? Like, I don't just want to name her Klutz. That's too easy. Name her Foal or something. Her name is Foal because she's like a newborn deer. extremely skittish and unable to walk without injuring herself. Gotcha. I like that. Also, it also sounds like fool or fall. Fauru. Yeah, that would work. Furu. Fauru. Yeah, no, I don't think that works. I don't think both versions work. Like, remember, they're going to have Japanese accents. Although, I suppose only Sakuya would have... No, none of them would have Japanese accents. I'm pretty sure all of them only know Japanese because of magic. But they would have... Okay, Ramelia would have... Ramelia would have like a Romanian accent with some traces of French. Same with Patchouli. Cloddy. Clod is another word for... Aren't all of them Frenchies? Yeah, that's the thing. You'd think all of them are French, but like, Ramelia is described to be a descendant of Tepesh, who is Romanian. Like, Dracula is Romanian. Ramelia would have a fake Romanian accent to pretend that she's related to Tepesh. Okay, I'll take it. She's French. She's French with a who fakes a Romanian accent. Larpmelia, Ramelia, and Flandre. Furanda. Furandre. God damn it! No! No! Why do I keep doing that? Red atomizes lines. I always think Flan would have a really deep voice. Dubbed by a guy. The blonde child would have a deep voice. I think I got Flandre American accenting from an animation by Joe2N. I don't know. I assume that's like an animator? I wish I watched more Toho animations, to be honest. Yeah, pronounced Jotun. Gotcha. Rem was posh, Flan was super American, as in average American accent. I can only think about deep voice because of an animation. I think it was Vampires with Hats. Gotcha. When I imagine Flan speaking, I kind of just imagine the voice actor for Oshino Shinobu from Monogatari. I believe it was Aya Hirano. Oh god, does that mean she would be voiced by Wendy Lee? Huh. Actually, Wendy Lee could be Wendy Lee could be a good voice actor for Flan. She was decent for Konata. I can't remember exactly. It was a Toho version of Llamas with Hats. Gotcha. I am unfamiliar with both of those. I assume they're popular. Animation where Flan wears the skin of Cherno. Huh. Alrighty then. What a time to be alive, where the only thing I can really say to that is, huh. I know exactly the one you're talking about. I'm glad there are some people in my chat who are aware of the references being made. B, C sharp, C. Chip CE's eye is also in the background of that video. They die. I'm not gonna add the rivets. The way I place the rivets are just wrong, and I don't want to deal with that. Who is Izai? Who is Tipsy Izai? Animator's fairy or original character. Who did not inspire my fairy OCD? Let me be clear. Aha. Sure, I'll believe that. It's not it's not like I have reason to not believe you. This is bad. I'm already starting to lose focus, and I still haven't gotten started on the artwork of May that was commissioned of me. This is bad. I might need to do another stream either tomorrow or on Friday. Oh, so many streams. They're blonde, semi-jokey characters. They're not related. I'm serious. They are not related. Like, I know I brought it up, but they are not related, okay? I know I brought it up, but I want you guys to not think about it. I did the Zun thing in this song where I have a baseline solo. How often does Zun do that in his songs anymore? Anyway, like, I don't remember him doing it in any of his new songs. In fact, I don't think he does it very much at all. Like, even in his old songs, the only one that comes to mind is like Fantastic Legend of Tono. Fairy number 23 is just a child. I'll take your word for it. He did it a couple times. I said after it. I didn't mean before. Like, the only ones that come to mind aren't even like solos for the baseline specifically. Do 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 do. Fairies don't have parents. They're by default siblingless. I'm pretty sure fairies don't even have a concept of what a family is. Like anything to do with not nature, anything not to do with like nature and the environment is probably something that they learn from humans. By the way, there is a real flower called fairy trumpet. I believe fairy trumpet. This is one of those bell-shaped ones, right? One of those bell-shaped ones. They probably. What is it? The one that is it? The one that kills flies? No, it's something else. That's a pitcher plant. Flowers? Yuka mentioned. This is gonna happen every time, isn't it? It's a red or white flower. Gotcha. The ones I'm thinking of is in fact white. Yuka is not the only flower related to Toho. Correct. Like technically Yuyuko is a flower related to Toho. Cherry blossoms are flowers. She's more related to butterflies than cherry blossoms, though. It happens when it happens. Maybe not all the time, though. Gotcha. Yeah, Yuko, a bunch of other fairies. There are other characters that come to mind, but I'm drawing a blank on them. There are more of them. I just don't... For some reason, I can't remember which ones. Would Tenji count? She's related to peaches, but do peaches come from flowering plants? I'm pretty sure they do, but... I don't think we should count fruits. We shouldn't count fruits, but we're not counting fruits, but we're counting cherry blossoms. All fruits by definition count. Come from flowers. That's true. We're counting cherry blossoms because we're specifically counting the blossoms and not the cherries. Refuted my own refute. With facts and logic. They are seen more as food items than what people think of as flowers. A lot of flowers are edible. That's true. Look at those clean lines. Lines. A lot of things are edible at least once. That is also true. A lot of things can be eaten at least once. But generally speaking, when we're saying edible, we mean you can eat them multiple times without getting sick. Without getting sick or severely harming yourself. Many cherry blossoms don't actually produce cherries. There's some breeds that exist just for the flowers. I imagine the cherry trees. I imagine the cherry trees that are bred exclusively just for their flowers are incredibly weak flowers. Are incredibly weak species because they're not able to reproduce. Okay. Gonna take a screenshot of this and send this to my commissioner. Okay, where is Goji? Line art done. Colors next, but not today. Thoughts? Thoughts? Colors next, but not today. I'll need more details on what colors you want for her. What did they say about full liberty? Purples, reds, ashy grays. I know you gave me free reign, but I'd like some input. Send. Excellent. They put fruitless branch on roots and that makes the fruitless tree. If I've been wondering about these silly Tandat nights. Huh? Welcome to the stream, by the way, Ong Ramirez. Fruitless trees grow via grafting. If you had the chance to play God and create new breeds of abominations, would you? It depends. What type of abominations? Like, if it's an abomination that only feels pain, I don't think I'd want to do that. If they're abominations that are actually like useful and don't cause suffering, I'd like to do that. If I remember correctly, they're like Japan created square watermelons, like cube-shaped watermelons, so that they're easier to transport. Like, that's kind of like an abomination. That's kind of an abomination of a fruit. Like, fruit are not supposed to be cube-shaped, but Japan did it. What was it gonna do right? May biking. Canvas size. Let's flip that. May Pokemon Toronto world map. Safe search strict. Images hide. May Pokemon Emerald. Okay, that's... Where is May? Show me her emerald design. This is... Okay. This is real disappointing. Some of these... most of these are from Let's Plays. That's really funny. Okay, I guess this is what I'm doing. Actually, Bulbapedia. May. Game. Personally, I'd make beings not ever seen before and try to evolve the human body beyond its capabilities. I'm not evil, trust. Yes. You have a gallery. In manga gallery. Game assets. Oh my goodness, May. What did they do to you in XD? Gale of Darkness. There it is. Official artwork of May from Pokemon Emerald. It was the Heian period where cherry blossoms trees were grown for flowers instead of edible fruits for bread. Gotcha. Bike. Bicycle. Mock bike. That's from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. What does it look like from Ruby and Sapphire? Huh. The Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire version is literally the same. Okay. Acro bike. Is that easier to draw? No, it's about the same. No, it's easier to draw. There are less curves. There are less curves. There's only two. Yeah, I think this is easier to draw. Okay, gotcha. There are less curves. There are less wires. Yeah, I think I'm drawing her on the acro bike. Copy image. This is gonna be huge, isn't it? Very clean. Okay, now I need a video of Pokemon Emerald credits. Okay, from this one. So, kind of just grass. Kind of just grass. Kind of... Okay, I like. I like this vibe. Is that the end? It ends... Okay, I like this vibe. You have a bigger than that? No, it's for 480p? Only for 480p. Gotcha. Shinsa. Oh, that was the... Forgot about that. Braille code check. Yeah, I don't need I don't need that. Let me just real quick. It's a bunch of pixels. Yeah. The thing is, if this was in HD, I don't think it would look like this. I think it would look sharper. Because when you look at it, like, it's like it has a blur effect on it because it was probably recorded on, like, what was this recorded on? 16 years ago? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's move all of this to a folder called reference. And time to draw my initial sketch. Wasn't the last time that I drew a bike for a request stream also the request stream where I had to draw the tricycle for Tin Sheet? Am I remembering that correctly? Bicycle. Uh-huh. Don't worry, bro. Use this as an extra reference. Very, very helpful, Fizzy. I'm glad you're here. This would have been so much harder without that emoji of a bicycle that you put in chat. My focus is fraying, man. It's I was at least able to get the 3 R's, but my focus, man, it's like I'm starting to check out. Okay, May's butt isn't that big. Let's not do that. I can't believe you found the reference. Like, I'm not trying porn. Let's not make her butt that big. Her arms though. Her arms I will make bigger. I've always disliked how skinny they made the arms of these. Well, I suppose they are supposed to be 10-year-olds, but like they're also 10-year-olds who are going on an adventure. They're biking across they're biking cross country for 24. They're biking cross country. They're okay, I might need to make her smaller. The bike looks huge now that I'm looking at it, like in context. Alternatively, it's because it's sprite art that it looks smaller. Then again, I've always found that bikes were way bigger than they seemed. Okay, what if I... Maybe the seat is too high. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know. Oh well. Well, either way, this is a 50... This is only a $50... This is only a $50 commission, so... Done. What does surprise me is the fact that I don't think I've ever drawn May from Pokemon before. There are a lot of Pokemon characters who I quite like the designs of that I'd never drawn before. Maybe there's a reason I've been considering drawing Pokemon characters as my next project after I'm done with drawing every Toho character. $50 US? Yeah. 50 bucks for a colored sketch. Like, it's right here. It says right here, 50 bucks. You gotta remember, Fizzy. The people who commission me are Americans. The people who commission me are Americans. 50 bucks is a lot in the Philippines, but it's like barely a day's worth of food in... It's barely a day's worth of food in the US. Like 50 bucks is like a week's worth of groceries. A week's worth of groceries here in the Philippines. Probably more if you're better at finding bargains than I am. Like I am like exceedingly bad at finding what is the word for it? At finding discounts for produce. Part of the reason is that I don't actually go to wet markets to buy groceries. I really should just buy from wet markets. It's so much cheaper. So much cheaper to buy fresh produce from wet markets, but like it takes so much longer as well, is the thing. I think May's head should be smaller. I think May's head should be smaller, says Max from Pokemon. Max from the Pokemon anime. When May wins a bunch of contests. What on earth is that? Two paper clips stuck together? Oh, fascinating. They have... I just realized they have suspension. Like the front wheels have suspension. And the back wheels have suspension too, I think. I think that's why it's shaped like that. Fascinating. What is that rear suspension? I'm not entirely sure. It looks like this is a hinge. This is pneumatic. This is pneumatic. This is a hinge. This is a hinge. Actually, no, this isn't a hinge. This is a hinge. This is pneumatic. It's very weird. But this is the acro bike is the bike that you can use to. But the acro bike is the bike that you can use in Ruby and Sapphire to jump places. "90-degree pneumatics" is crazy. Yeah, it's weird. You can, if I remember correctly, you can also do like wheelies and jumping wheelies with them. So that's part of it as well. Like, it's designed for you to do tricks on it. There's probably also a hinge over here. Not a hinge. If not a hinge, then like some sort of... No, probably hinge of some sort. This would probably like as an everyday bike that you use for traversal, this would probably feel awful. It has the slide there, right there, or it will lock up the suspension. Yeah. It's very weird. Like, I don't think that's how it's supposed to work, but here we are. Like, look at that. It's very weird. Game bike, I'll ignore the mechanical inconsistencies. Attaboy. Oh, I am so tired. How long have I been streaming? 3.5 hours. Oh. I managed to push through and get to around the time that I normally do this. I wasn't able to get to the PC98 like designs for the Toho player characters for Blue SQTO. Oh my goodness. Stretch. Unfortunately, I don't know the logistics of a bike. It's not really logistics, it's more physics and mechanics. But yeah, if you don't know, then you don't know. It's so weird. It's such a weird bike. But whatever. Let's take a screenshot of this and send it to my commissioner. Assuming... Okay, like, am I even able to send it? Am I able to send this image? I'm not able to using control V. Whatever. Next. It's fine. It's fine. I'll do it off stream. Oh, my head. My head hurts from concentrating for several hours. You just need to understand the mechanics. Sometimes I'm baffled on how some people don't get mechanics, but then I remember I'm autistic and like machines. That's fair. Also, it's possible to be autistic and like machines and also not understand how machines work. That's also possible. Like, the autism just makes it so that you like machines. It doesn't necessarily mean you will understand them. Anyway, what was I doing again? Right. Next stream. Okay. On the 20th is going to be my request stream. I still haven't finished the request from the previous days, so I am going to need to do a stream either on Thursday or Friday where no, I'm not gonna do the requests. I still need to finish. Well, I still need to finish this, like color this in, and do the what is it called? And do cleaner lines for this one. So probably Thursday or Friday, I'm gonna do another stream, and on Saturday, guaranteed art request stream where artworks, where my chat can request art for free, and I will draw it. If the picker wheel ends up picking you, because it's going to be randomized whether you get chosen or not. So yeah. Okay, let's do the ending spiel. I have a coffee.com/Redler Red7. I draw artwork for strangers on the internet, and strangers on the internet pay for my bills. If you would like to pay for my bills, or at least help pay for my bills, send me a tip. Even as little as $1 helps. That's coffee.com/Redler Red7, ko-fi.com/REDLERRED7. Thank you everyone for watching. I will see you on Saturday, guaranteed. Maybe on Thursday or Friday as well. Maybe tomorrow or Friday as well. Yeah. Gasp request stream, I can't wait. Yeah. I'm sure people are excited. Okay. Now where's that end stream button? End broadcast. There.